Ben, just your thoughts on starting the second half this weekend?
Yeah, I thought obviously it wasn't the result we wanted, but I thought there was things we did well. We got a lot of shots on net. I know we played, for the most part, we played a good, solid game. But obviously it's 4 straight losing in overtime, so we know that these games coming up here this weekend are really, really important, and we're going to obviously try our best.
Has Garrett told you much about Alaska or the scouting report on them?
I mean, just looking at the standings the last 2 years, they've obviously always been pretty high up in the standings, and they're a team that doesn't get the high-end skill guys, but they play extremely hard, and they find a way to win against really good teams, so we know we can't take them lightly.
Did you ever play against William Lawsonbody?
Yeah, I played with him. He was on my team for Team North Dakota, so
Oh, really?
yeah, he's a good guy.
What will it be like seeing him?
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be pretty surreal, obviously. For him, I know it's going to be special playing here, just growing up in Grand Forks, and yeah, I'm excited to see him.
What's some of the emphasis on improving 3-on-3 play?
Yeah, I think we just got to, defensively, we have to kind of tighten up. I know we're letting we're kind of going down the ice, we'll get a chance, but then we'll give them like a 2-on-0, 2-on-1. So I think it's kind of about shortening up our routes when we're going on offense, trying to get back, help Luddy out, and just obviously we have the guys to do it, so we're confident and we know we can.
What have you seen from Garrett Pike this season, and how would you describe his play to someone who's never seen him play?
Yeah, I think he's someone he is extremely well at moving the puck, extremely good at it. He makes the players around him better. He obviously, I'd kind of compare him to like a Chris Jandrick last year. He's up running the power play. He's making plays. He's a great player to play with, and he makes the other players around him a lot better. So he's a great player, great guy.
Then Coach talks about figuring out how to close teams out, because you have a 1 or 2 goal lead, ends up being tied, ends up losing in overtime. How do you close teams out?
Yeah, I think you can't let back. I think you got to play with the same swagger that you start the game with, that you get those goals with. You can't kind of let up. I think a couple times we've let up a little bit. We haven't played ourselves. We kind of sat back, kind of waited for them to make a move. We got to kind of be the hunters, I'd say, and just play our game the whole 60, same way. I think that's how you close out games.
What have you guys been doing to make sure that the attitude in the locker room doesn't reflect what the record's been the last 3 games?
Yeah, Bubs is really good about keeping us positive. Even right after the loss, he tells us to kind of hold our heads high. We did a lot of good things. It's about who cares what everyone around us is saying, whether that be on Twitter, just wherever. Just kind of keep a tight-knit group in the locker room. That's all that matters.
To follow up what you just said, how do you stay away from the noise and the fans, and how do you block that out?
Yeah, I think it's just about whether that be putting your phone down or just kind of, I'd say the biggest thing is just to be positive. You can have negative thoughts, you can have all that, but when you just put out positive thoughts, you obviously encourage your teammates instead of bring them down. I think that's kind of the best way you can do that.